What's up, everybody, and welcome to Post Credit Chat. My name is Mark. This is Sam, and today you're joining us for our review of Iron Man 3. We are reviewing all the MCU movies as we get closer to Doomsday this year, coming out later in December. We're on Iron Man 3. This is our 7th MCU movie, which is kind of crazy because I feel like it's going by a lot faster than what I would have thought. But, I mean, who knows? When we hit those low ranking movies, it might feel like it's going a little slower.
100%, dude. Like, this is where it begins. Like,
Yeah.
there's a couple stinkers in phase 2.
There are. I don't know if I dare to say this might have been one of them.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
I'm excited to get your perspective on this. We have not chatted yet once about this movie, and so we always watch them on our own, and then we come together and we discuss, we review, and we rank. And I'm so excited. What you could be expecting at the end for the rankings is we rank all of the MCU movies in order from best to worst, and then we also are going to rank the post-credit scenes, and then last we will also rank the villains, except it'll probably be movie rank, villain rank, and then post-credit scene rank. But anyways, I digress. Let's jump into it. Iron Man 3 releasing on May 3rd of 2013. Marvel historically just likes a good May month release for
Seems
their
like
movies.
it. Yeah.
It does seem like it. We are in phase 2. This movie kicks us off with it. And we already have our third Iron Man movie, which is so crazy. Like, whenever I think about that, Iron Man is the biggest, like, most popular character in the MCU, but it almost feels wasted. Like, and I wonder if they regret pumping out all 3 movies out that quickly.
Yeah, I've always thought that it's like, well, I say always thought, looking at it like from this point, like where we are now in the MCU, it's like, yeah, they put out a Iron Man movie every other year, and then that's it. It's like they kind of treated, to me, it almost feels like they treated Age of Ultron as an Iron Man movie, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And like loosely, but
we had him in Age of Ultron, Homecoming,
yeah,
Civil War,
yes,
Infinity War, and Doomsday. Those might have been the only other Marvel movies he's made an appearance.
Endgame. He hasn't come in Doomsday yet.
Oh, did I say Doomsday?
Yeah.
I meant Endgame. My bad.
He might be in Doomsday.
He might be in Doomsday. We'll find out.
But yeah, dude, it's so weird. Like, all of his character development, like towards the end, was just in other people's movies.
Yeah, it was. But that's my point. I'm wondering if they could go back in time, I'm pretty sure they would space out these movies a little more. Because I don't think this movie does really anything for progressing the story of the MCU. And I don't know that Iron Man 2 did either. And I'm not even necessarily talking about story progression. I just think there's ways we could have worked around it and maybe stretched out that Iron Man movie release. So
yeah.
I don't know if that's the best way to put it, but those are just my thoughts. This movie is the first Iron Man movie not directed by, what's his name? Hold up. Who plays Happy? Jon Favreau. Holy cow. Can't believe I forgot that. Jon Favreau directed Iron Man 1 and 2. This movie was actually directed by a guy named Shane Black. This is the part where I typically talk about what they have directed beforehand and what they directed afterward.
Okay.
Have you looked this up at all?
I haven't. I'm excited for this because I feel like something's coming.
Before he directed Iron Man 3, he directed a movie called Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Pretty popular movie.
Yeah.
That's it.
No.
That was in 2005. That was 2005. And then he directed Iron Man 3 in 2013.
No way.
I'm looking at it. IMDb. He was involved in other projects, but he didn't
Yeah.
direct other projects.
Dude.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, that's
Pretty crazy. I think I'm sure he's a cool guy. I'm not saying he's terrible. This movie wasn't my favorite, but like Marvel has run through a period where they bring in no-name directors, really, for the most part, to direct some of their movies. And I don't know that that's a good idea.
yeah.
If you want the MCU to be a staple in time, like we need to not, and I'm not saying no-name directors can't do a good job, but I don't know. I think this movie proves they didn't really do their research on
Yeah.
or ask the right questions leading in. I don't know.
Yeah,
Shane
it's like,
Black
how did
must have
this
known
happen?
somebody.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
uh, so Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is what he did before. After Iron Man 3, I'll just name him because his portfolio is not big. He's had 4 other projects. One movie called Edge, releasing in 2015. A movie called The Nice Guys. The Predator in 2018. The Nice Guys released in 2016. And then another movie called Play Dirty in 2025.
Huh.
So this guy, like, he's not a busy director by any means. Not when you look at some other directors who are like kind of working on a few different projects at once, or I don't know, maybe even just making sure they get something out every year, whatever that might look like. Smaller projects, bigger projects. But anyway, Shane Black, Iron Man 3, releasing May 3rd, 2013. We have a pretty good cast for this movie. I will say that's one of my more favorite parts and redeemable parts of it. We have the obvious people. We've got Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark, Gwyneth Paltrow as Pepper Potts, Don Cheadle, Colonel James Rhodes. We had Jon Favreau returning as Happy Hogan. We had Paul Bettany as Jarvis. And I think that's it for returning. But as our bad guy, our villain, we've got Guy Pearce as Aldrich Killian. Love Guy Pearce. I think he's awesome. Don't know how I felt about him in this movie as a whole. I think Guy Pearce is great. I think he might have suffered due to the writers of this movie, or writing of this movie, I should say. I actually didn't look at who wrote it. Well, Shane Black. So never mind.
Look at that.
And then another person named Drew Pearce, who, let's see, what did Drew Pearce write? Let's see if this is more redeemable. Before Iron Man 3, I don't know. The TV series, a TV movie is 2 things. A TV series and a TV movie, both called No Heroics. That's basically it.
Okay.
He did Iron Man 3. He then did a Marvel one-shot after Iron Man 3 called All Hail the King. He did Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, Lego Marvel's Adventures, Hotel Artemis, and then Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw and The Fall Guy. This movie suffered.
It looks like it.
It did. But listen to this, Sam. Let me give you this stat. This movie had a $200 million budget. What do you think the box office was?
Oh gosh, coming off the Avengers, man. I mean,
don't look it up.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna say
200 million.
550.
I'm saying 200 million was the budget.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 550 million.
Okay. The box office, $1.2 billion.
No.
$1.215 billion.
This movie did not earn over $1 billion.
It earned over a billion point
It did.
1.2. Yeah. Isn't that
Wow.
crazy? Blown away.
Wow.
Yes. Made so much money,
That's
and we didn't get an Iron Man 4.
wha-
Kind of bonkers.
maybe Doomsday will be Iron Man 4. Moving
Yeah.
on. Can't get into that right now. We'll be here forever if we start talking about Doomsday theories. But
Oh gosh, yeah, that's a fact. Let's run through some fun facts for this movie and go in that route, I guess. We did talk about this is the 7th movie, and it does kick off phase 2. John Favreau, he did step back. He chose not to direct the 3rd movie, but he did stay on as an executive producer. So I thought that was pretty cool. He was still partially involved to a point, but that was about it. Marvel hired Shane Black specifically to change the vibe.
he did.
He did do that. He did a great job at that.
They got it.
They got what they wanted. Drew Pearce, he helped make it feel more like a Tony Stark story. And I kind of understand that. I think like that was definitely like a vibe I picked up on. I think even from the beginning when we go look at Tony in his past, Drew Pearce being the writer, obviously. Let's see if there's anything else. This is a fun one because I live right next to this place. Wilmington, North Carolina was basically Stark Studios. Most of the movie was shot at EUE Screen Gems Studios in Wilmington, with tons of additional filming across North Carolina. So that's really cool. I did not know that. I like that a lot. Oh my gosh.
Don't dox yourself.
They filmed in Cary, North Carolina, with a Christmas tree outside. A fun detail from the production section: they filmed in Cary, including at Epic Games Studios HQ and SAS Institute, and had a big Christmas tree set up on the lawn.
Whoa,
that is really cool because
that's sick.
I could throw a football and it probably landed in Cary, and I'm not being dramatic. Like I live on the line of Apex and Cary, and
dude,
that's crazy. And Jordan, when he came to visit, him and I went to Epic Games Studios. Actually, we went to go check it out. It's pretty boring on the outside, and I think they like it like that because they don't want a lot of traffic going their way. Anyways, all that to say, fun facts for Iron Man 3 in a sense, but let's talk more about the movie. That's what I really want to talk about with you, Sam.
Yes.
How should we do this? Do you want to kick it off? Should I kick it off? Should we talk about the bad? Should we talk about the good? Should we talk about, like, you lead us off.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just start with my initial, like, if I'm thinking I just finished the movie, right? That was okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think that for me, like, this is where I'm glad we're not doing number ratings for this kind of stuff, because I think it would get a little tricky. But to me, this is very middle of the road. Like, overall, I don't like it, but it has a lot of really good scenes that I think make up for me not liking it, you know? And that might sound a little odd, I guess, but like, for me, like the end scene where all of his suits are coming together, I think that's sick. I think that's one of my favorite scenes out of all of phase 2.
Yeah.
I just think it's really cool.
Yeah.
I like the kid that's like in the shed. I like all those scenes. Those are really nice. Those are like well done, funny, all that stuff. But honestly,
I forgot to say that. Who played that kid?
Oh, I have no idea.
Also, wait. You were saying you like the kid, and you're about to say you like something else. But before you do all that, I am so sorry because I didn't finish off reading the cast. I got so distracted. I was saying Guy Pearce, and then we got distracted by Guy Pearce. But real fast, Rebecca Hall plays Maya Hansen. Ben Kingsley plays Trevor Slattery, also known as the acting Mandarin. And then we had the kid, Ty Simpkins playing Harley Keener, which is the
Yeah.
kid you're talking about. So, we also had a return for maybe 15 seconds, quite possibly less, of Sean Tube. I'm going to say it confidently, like I know what I'm saying, who plays Ho Yinsen, which is probably not how you say it, but your first name says Ho, so Ho Yinsen. He's the guy in the cave with Tony in Iron Man 1.
Yeah.
So he made a
Yeah.
return
Yeah.
at the beginning of the movie. Keep going. Sorry. I
Yes.
just wanted to get that out there.
I'm glad you mentioned Ben Kingsley. I think that he is a fantastic part of this movie.
Yes.
Maybe one of the I think he's one of the more redeeming parts of this movie. I think
I couldn't agree more.
Like the way he plays his character is amazing. The character is like just kind of off the wall, very funny. I like the twist. I think it's really stupid, but for some reason I like it, if that makes sense. Like,
well, I was kind of bummed. Like when I saw that he was just an actor, and
I agree.
And
yeah,
I was like, wait a minute, you were coming off as a really cool villain. Like I was kind of hoping that'd be it.
I'm 100% with you, but for some reason I really like that they kind of like subverted it. I think it was a stupid decision, and maybe they shouldn't have done it. But like in a weird way, I'm like, oh, that's funny. I like that. I will say I hate the actual villain. I think he sucks. Like I think he's a piece of cardboard that's, I don't know, man, terrible. Why do that?
That's what I was trying to say earlier. Like I love Guy Pearce. I think he's really good. But the problem is I think he suffered from the writing of the movie.
Which is what I'm understanding at this point is that is a very consistent trend for these movies. The thing that is most like not to like about these movies, it's the writing. The like overall story's fine usually. The characters like are the main ones are usually fine, but like they just can't write villains early on.
Right. That's been the problem.
Yes.
That's been the problem. Who is he playing? Is he the Mandarin? Isn't that what he?
No. Well, no. He's like the scientist, the extremist.
Right,
stuff.
but I didn't know if they called him the Mandarin. Like he's actually the Mandarin, but they hired Ben Kingsley's Trevor Slattery to be an acting Mandarin.
Yes, sorry. But I don't think they ever refer to him as the actual Mandarin.
Well, that's what I was asking. I can't remember. Do they call him something specific, or is his name just, I'm already forgetting his name, Aldrich Killian?
I think that's it. Because I don't, I could be completely wrong, but I don't think that they ever call him the Mandarin.
Okay. You're probably right. I have no idea. Yeah, man, that's wild. So this is another example in the MCU where writing will take you further than probably some other. Like a lot of people think writing is just writing the words of what the characters are going to say, but really writers are doing way more than that. They're coming up with the scenes, creating the layout, and there's a lot that goes into this. And I think this might have been too big of a, how do you want to say it? Like a task, I guess, for Shane Black at the time, or not Shane Black. Well, him too, but Drew Pearce. Sorry, is who I was thinking. And again, no disrespect to these people, I just it didn't hit, it didn't land, and I got $1.2 billion, but I mean, I think you said it perfectly, Sam. Like coming off of Avengers, of course, you end it with Thanos and the post-credit scene with Thanos, and you have the home run that it was. Like, yeah, of course. What did Avengers make? I can't remember what that box office was.
It had to have been at least, if this was at 1.2 billion, this had to have been like at least 1.5, right?
Yeah, okay, it was. So the budget for Avengers was 225 million. Avengers made 1.5 billion. That's what that was. Nice. Which Iron Man 3 got really close to.
It shouldn't have. Like, not even near. Yeah. And you got to remember, too, I think part of why this movie suffers is because it's also the first, like, origin movie or, like, single hero-specific movie made after the Disney acquisition. And I think
Yeah.
that it shows. You look at the dialogue, even, and I think it shows that this is a lot more campy than some of the previous movies.
Yeah, that's fair. I think you're right on that. I did not enjoy um a few things with this. Like Tony Stark's whole freak out with his heart rate going crazy and whatnot. For some reason, that didn't really work for me
Yeah.
this in this movie. Um, I thought the whole Aldrich Killian being this like nerd who's like really like weird looking at the beginning and then he turns into this like hot guy later on is just like a
Yeah.
classic like movie thing to do,
Yeah.
you
We've seen
know,
this
and
before.
right, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's boring. There's not a lot for it for me. Um, let's see here. Um, some I did like. And we already talked about Ben Kingsley. I think he is the saving grace of this movie, even
Yes.
compared to Tony. Like what I will say is there were some lines for Tony that they got that they did well, but then at the same time, I felt like it was very like a quiet, tamed Tony Stark compared to 1 and 2, even in
Yes.
Iron Man. Um, but here's like for the overall vibe of this movie, I just did not enjoy it. And we just read it. Like that was one of the things they wanted to do. Disney was they brought in Shane Black to change the vibe. And yeah, that did happen. And I don't enjoy this movie. This is one movie where I'm like, probably the first in the MCU rewatch that we're doing where I'm like, I don't, this was hard for me to watch. It
Hmm.
took me a few different stops and coming back to it and in the rewatch of trying to get through it. Even then, my wife, like, she is like, loves the MCU movies, not like in a way where she like nerds out about them. She's just like, really, this is going to sound really bad because I don't mean it how I'm about to say it. So I apologize, Misty, if you're watching this, but she is easily entertained by Marvel movies. And so for her, she just was like not watching. And, like I was like, if you're not
Yeah.
watching this, this is
Yeah.
like this is not good.
Yeah.
Um go for it.
No, I'm just saying, like, this is one of those where it's like, I think on paper, I want to enjoy this movie, but so many things just make it not stick for me. And kind of like off of what you were saying, I think that for an Iron Man movie, here's what I kind of think happened. I think they wanted to go with this Mandarin plot line,
Mm-hmm.
and I think Disney said no, too dark. Because I think that they set it up to be kind of a gnarly, like this guy's twisted kind of deal, you know.
Right.
And I think they said let's go a different direction with this. They did. It was fine. Actually, it wasn't. It sucked. It was very boring. Um, but I have that to say. I think that they made Tony Stark and Iron Man like a second rate superhero in his own movie. I think they kind of just made him useless.
Yeah.
Thinking about it, what did he really even do this movie? He wasn't the one who like won the final battle or whatever, right? Like Pepper did a lot of that.
That's true. She
Uh,
did.
because like we see what he does in Iron Man 1, we see what he does in Iron Man 2, and he's good. Like he knows what he's doing. He's smart, and we just didn't see any of that in this movie.
Yeah. Again, I think it felt like a tamed Tony Stark, kind of like what you said, a
Yes,
second tier Tony Stark in his own movie. And that's a bummer to get that, you know. We don't want that in an
100%.
Iron Man movie. And but the second we get out of this and we go to Age of Ultron, and we'll talk about it when we review it. But like every movie he's in afterward hits and it feels like
Yes,
a Tony Stark.
absolutely.
I let me look real quick. We reviewed all or ranked all the other movies. Let's see here. Yeah, Iron Man 2. Well, interesting. Well, I'll say what I was going to say in a minute. But what do you have any other thoughts, I guess, on Iron Man 2, or should we move on?
I'll just keep rambling about how I don't like it. So let's
Yeah.
move on.
Uh, let's move on. Movie rank.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the rank because this is kind of where I was getting ready to go. I'll kick us off. I don't know that I'm necessarily going to say where it goes for the purpose of wanting to rank it. I'm more so just going to say how I feel.
Yeah.
And this makes me enjoy Iron Man 2 way more than Iron Man 3.
I think I agree with you. Somehow, the villain is more compelling in Iron Man 2,
Yes.
which I don't know how they
Yeah.
made that possible. Like, I
No, I agree with you.
that should not be the case.
Yeah. I want my blood. We've got in first place Iron Man 1, The Avengers, Captain America, Thor, The Incredible Hulk, and Iron Man 2. So does that mean we're putting Iron Man 3 in last place?
This is where it gets kind of tricky because I don't think Iron Man 2 is a good movie. And I struggle to find redeeming factors in Iron Man 2. There are good things about this movie.
I will say about Iron Man 3. So for me, I watched Iron Man 2, and if I'm like really comparing it to these other movies, like I agree Iron Man 2 should be number 6. But I still enjoyed my rewatch of it.
Yeah.
I did not enjoy my rewatch of Iron Man 3. Just being honest. Hated it, actually. I'll go for it. There are other movies that are way worse. This is not going to be in last place for forever.
Well,
if that's where we put it.
Yeah. I think I'm okay with last place.
Okay.
It feels weird putting Iron Man 2 ahead of it just because I think my bias is towards Iron Man 2 being one of the worst movies in the MCU. But I'm with you. I just didn't enjoy it. It had those scenes that I was like looking for that were good.
Yep.
But the rest of it is just very flat.
I agree. I completely agree with you. It was a hard watch.
Yeah.
That Iron Man 2, I almost feel like, and I won't, but I almost feel like you could have said like, hey, you could pause this and just go rewatch Iron Man 2. And I would have done that, you know?
Dang.
Iron Man 3 was just a real struggle for me. I didn't enjoy the flying parts of his iron suit like throughout the movie where he'd like stick out his hand and it'd come at him. We don't see that used at all in the future of the MCU.
It's all nanotech. Woo-hoo.
It's all nanotech, but also where he like has this beef with his mask in the beginning where he's like, come here, you mask. And it's like got its own, like a mind of its own. Like, oh, this is horrible. What are we doing? I don't know. I say this, and then if I were to write a Marvel movie, I think I'd be pretty bad.
Yeah,
all right.
But these guys are getting paid.
That's fair. That's totally, and you are, yes, never mind. You're right.
Just saying.
Well, I put my money where my mouth was for ranking, but you said something that makes me very curious to where this movie is going to fall for villain rank.
Yeah.
So right now for first place, we did rank Loki's separately. So Loki from Avengers is in first place, Loki from Thor in second. Wait, Avengers Loki first, Thor Loki second. Red Skull from Captain America is third. Fourth is Obadiah Stane from Iron Man. Abomination from Hulk is fifth, and Whiplash Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
Where would you put Aldrich Killian?
Listen, there's a couple layers to my ranking here. Before I say anything, he's last for me.
Okay.
But I think that because of the way that they did this like subversion of expectations, this plot twist, right? You think, oh, the Mandarin was a facade. There's something else going on behind the scenes. Holy crap, that's crazy. What a twist. And then you pan the camera to a wet paper towel. To me, that's just like kind of a slap in the face, you know? You say, oh, wow. This thing you thought was happening isn't really happening. This was a big deal, but now there's something else going on. And it just doesn't make sense. 2, it falls flat. 3, the character is just nothing. And it
Yep.
provides some like really weird tension in between like him and Pepper. And I don't like any of it, man. I hate
I
it.
agree.
It's very awkward. It just doesn't work.
He also like gave Pepper like Aldrich like a kiss on the cheek, like a
what I'm
really
saying.
sensual kiss on the
Yes.
cheek.
Everything
like,
about that relationship was horrible.
I'm like really
Terrible.
uncomfortable.
Yes. Yeah, it's so bad. And like it I think that the villains before that we have ranked this low are just flat. That's all there is to it. This was hyped up and then fell flat, and just that's worse to me.
I think you kind of hit the nail on the head. All right, so you're thinking last place for Aldrich Killian. All
yes.
Right. Yeah, I'm 100% here for that.
Heck yeah. Dude, okay, here's the thing. I think it's so funny when we reviewed Iron Man 2, we're like, nothing goes lower than this. Like, this is going to be the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, well, there's more to come.
I think there's one that we're watching very soon. That
is it like next week soon?
I think it's next week.
Thor,
The Dark World.
Dark World. I'll be honest, I'm excited to rewatch this because I haven't seen it in forever. So I'm super stoked to jump into it. I don't know if that means it's gonna be good or not, but does that mean we're gonna rank Loki again?
Is he the main villain in the Dark World? I thought there was another.
Oh, you're right. I think there is.
Yeah.
There's like a dark elf or something.
That's
like
somebody that doesn't matter at all.
that.
Loki's like in it, but he's not really like the main.
That's fair. Okay, Aldrich Killian is in 7th place for Iron Man 3.
At no fault to the actor. Like,
yeah, I mean,
just the character
again, this
sucks.
We should rank the writers as well. Is what we should do,
Yeah.
And then the directors. We're just gonna have a lot of different rankings. Our final thing is post-credit scene rank. In first place, we have the Avengers. Second, Captain America. Third, Iron Man 2. Fourth, Iron Man. Fifth, Thor. And number 6 is the Incredible Hulk. Again, I need to go to YouTube real quick. I just need to double check and make sure the Incredible Hulk does not have a post-credit scene because I keep thinking it does.
I keep thinking so too, but it's in the movie.
It's literally in the movie, yeah. Yeah, it's not even a post-credit scene. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I will say, wherever we put this, I think one place we cannot put it is last place because, I mean, Incredible Hulk just didn't have a post-credit scene.
I agree.
So
that being said.
Okay, so what was Thor's post-credit scene?
Thor's that.
Gosh, that was where
we need to write to the side like what happens.
Yeah, we do
from now on.
But that was where
this every time
that doctor is talking with Samuel L. Jackson, and Loki shows up next to him.
That one was cool.
That one was at least it. This almost felt like our first comedic post-credit scene. Like this is where Disney came in and was like, "All right, hey, we should give him a laugh." Like, like no, that's not what we want.
No, I wasn't here for it. Like, I think it's fine sometimes, but like you kind of come off the Avengers and then pull this. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Like you had that reveal at the end of the Avengers, like, oh, something else is going on here.
Yeah.
With the like kind of Thanos reveal.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, Bruce Banner. And also, we'll talk about that later.
What's that?
I don't like Bruce Banner.
Like at all in the MCU?
No. But
or you got to clarify. Do you not like Mark Ruffalo? Do you not like Bruce Banner, the character? Do you not like him?
I think this is all a result of things that happen down the line. So I'll talk about it when it happens. And
Okay.
I say that because also part of it happens from like She-Hulk. So like,
Oh yeah,
I think that just kind of taints my view on the character, like as we're watching
100%.
it now. But
As it
just like seeing
should,
him again,
because
I'm
they
like,
shouldn't have
ugh.
never done She-Hulk. Like
Yes,
the
yeah,
bottomless,
just completely assassinated the Hulk.
yeah,
But
embarrassment of a show that was. Jeez. Awesome. Well, you have any closing thoughts on Iron Man 3?
I could have done without it. Maybe
Yeah.
I think it was fine, but
Okay.
I feel like waste of time.
Okay. Okay. I think I'm with you. Honestly, I
It's a long
really
movie, man.
struggled. I really struggled getting through this movie. So that was me on my end. Hate. Moving on. Thank you for joining us for this rewatch of Iron Man 3. We're glad that you have you. Wow. We're glad to have you guys hanging out with us for this time. Don't forget to leave a like, comment below what your thoughts were on Iron Man 3. You can find us on all of our other socials on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, BlueSky.
And that's it.
And that's it. Okay, cool. I'm like, we got a lot of them. All at the handle of post-credit chat. Cool. Guys, we will be reviewing Thor, The Dark World next weekend. So
Yes.
it's going to be exciting.
Can it dethrone Iron Man 3 for the worst?
I kind of don't want it to.
I don't either.
We'll find out.
We'll
We will find out. I'm excited. Well, you guys have a good one and take care.